Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here once again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at a pretty cool, awesome hiya toys ed209 figure from obviously the iconic RoboCop first movie, and I was actually going to get this at Christmas. This was actually on my Christmas list of what I was going to get, but then after careful thinking I decided to get it early, and it was also to do with the price as well, because some of these things come up on eBay early. You know, like they come up sometimes cheap, and then sometimes when they come up cheap, you just got to get them before the price goes up again. Because you know, sometimes they're too expensive, and then you just have to wait till they go down. And yeah, I think it's just a case of just timing. I looked for it, and I saw one on there for about £62 on eBay, and then managed to get a small discount off it, and I managed to get it for about 59. So you know, I decided to get it there and then, and not wait, because you know, if I didn't take it 62, you know, it might have been 65 or more, even 75. You know, some of these things, and you know, they're small figures, because you know, I've got the Robo cane as well that I picked up, so I picked up both, which was pretty good. And you know, hiya toys, you know, they're exquisite minis, and you know, they're small, very small, so you know, you don't really want to pay more than, I'd say, around 60 anyway, to be honest. But yeah, as I said, I've been planning on getting this for a while, and got it now instead of later, and as I said, I got it for a decent price. And yeah, so obviously I know it's been out a while and it's been reviewed a few times, but I thought I'd do my review on it. And yeah, I pretty much like the ed209. This is the first one that I've actually ever bought. I've never ever had. As far as I know, I'm just trying to think if I ever had. I was just trying to think back, because when I was younger, growing up in the 80s and 90s, I used to have loads of stuff. I used to have the old RoboCop stuff, and I was just actually trying to remember, because it's hard to remember, because I had loads and loads of figures back in the day. And I was trying to think, did I have, I know I had RoboCop in the old RoboCop car, and those ones that you put the caps in, and other, I had about 6 or 7 RoboCops, you know, a few, but I don't think I never had an Ed back in the day. I think I had a few other robots, because I used to like robots when I was younger. I think I had a few other robots. I think I had one robot that was quite similar to Ed, but it wasn't ed209. So as far as it goes, I think this is the first ed209 I've ever had. So I'm really happy to get ed209. It looks great on display. Obviously it is the smaller one. I think the NECA one is, I'm not seeing the NECA one in hand. Well, I'll probably try and get the NECA one at some stage, but it's a bit too expensive at the moment. It's about £90–100, a bit too expensive at the moment. But you know, this was reasonably priced, and I think this is pretty good for the size. Well, it's a mini. I think it's a pretty decent, you know, mini size. The Robo cane I've got is probably too small, but we'll discuss that when I do the Robo cane video. But I really like this. I think it's a nice little chunky size, and I think it is worth the value. I really do like the detail on it, with the 2 machine guns. Obviously you can get the damaged version by hiya toys, but I wanted a clean version that wasn't damaged. To be honest, I don't think really, you know, who wants to buy really one that's damaged, and you know, although it's supposed to be damaged, but you know, you don't want one that's missing a gun turret, or you know, if you're paying, you know, the price of £60–65, you want one that's fully intact and looking nice, and it looks better on display. A clean version, damaged version to me doesn't really look good. you know, you're buying something that's right, supposed to be damaged, but you know, it's missing parts and it looks all smashed up. And it, to me, they don't really, damaged version don't really look that great on display, in my opinion. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think they just look better clean. I don't mind giving the other ones like battered, damaged. I think they always look best, you know, when they're intact. That's just my opinion. But anyway, I really do like it with the, you get the missiles, obviously that in the movie come off, and, you know, do damage to robocop. Don't come off in this, obviously. Then it's really nice detail on this, like the wiring. Oh, by the way, on mine, I'm not sure if anyone else has had this issue, but the yellow wire, when you move his arms around, the yellow wiring seems to pop out when you sort of like move his arm about. But you just got to pop that back in. I think the other one just pops out, seems to the yellow one on that side as well. And you just have to pop that back in. I don't know if that is the case for anyone else's, but it's just the one that's on mine. I have quite a lot of bad luck when it comes to buying stuff, because you know, sometimes I get stuff that's missing, something that's broken, or yeah, I've had a few problems and issues, and this one was actually no exception. You know, you expect to pay £59 for something, and you know, to get a really thing that's not got any problems, but that wasn't the case. As I said, the yellow wire seems to pop out. I'd have to pop that back into place, and believe it or not, because obviously this is the sound ed209, believe it or not, the batteries were dead. They were completely dead when I got it out of the box, believe it or not. So I had to immediately change them straight away, because you know, I'm not going to pay £59 and then have something that, you know, doesn't work. So you know, it was a fingers crossed situation, because you know, I didn't know if it was actually broken or where it was the batteries. So I didn't actually know until I took the battery you know, thing off, the piece of plastic. So you know, unscrewed that. Now this is quite fiddly to do, actually changing the batteries. Very fiddly. It takes two chunky, flat, round, I can't remember the name of the batteries, but you know, they're flat, the flat round ones, but these are the chunky size. It takes two of those. So I had to unscrew that, put them back in, and screwing the thing back up's pretty tricky, but got there in the end. Yeah, very fiddly to do, changing the batteries, if anyone's done that. Hopefully I won't have to do that very many times. Put two fresh new batteries in there, and yeah, got the sound to work. Obviously it has 3 sounds and machine guns. Then the, obviously when he's walking, which is pretty cool. You can recreate that, you know, when he's moving, or like killing Mr. Kenny or Robocop. And obviously my favourite one, just absolutely love that that sound effect, and to make, you know, them to actually make it sound exactly like he does. And you have 20 seconds, sorry, was it 15 seconds or 20 seconds? Right, 15, 20, 20 seconds to comply, and then obviously blows poor Kenny away, gets blown to pieces, and then obviously lands onto that table. By the way, the director's cut of Robocop 1 is far better than the original. It's much more gory and better, and it's a lot better. Although looking back on it, the actual, because the scene where ed209 blows Mr. Kenny, blows him in half, they added that, the director's cut, it's more bloody and brutal than what you see originally. And also when Clarence Budiger and his gang blow Murphy to pieces, in the director's cut it's more gory than the original, and you actually see his arm getting blown off or his hand. You see it getting blown away, blown completely off, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you just see him getting totally blown, blown the crap out of. And I think that's more, a lot more gory than the original, which to me looks far better. Because it gives that 80s, a 90s hardcore feel about it, and you just don't get. To me, the old films are so better than the new actiony type stuff, because to me, 80s and 90s stuff is the best, and always will be. And you just don't get that feel with movies now. It's all just toned down, and just a lot of it's just ridiculous. Tone stuff down so much in action. It's just a lot of it's like 12 rated, and they add so much comedy, and it's not very good really. So really, yeah. So if you've seen only the normal version, make sure you see the director's cut, because it's far better and far more bloodier and gory, and just much better. I've got the director's cut. I'm not sure I've got director's cut of 2 or just 1. I definitely got the director's cut of 1. But yeah, it's a lot better. But anyway, yeah, I really like the detail on this, and it's just an awesome thing. Oh, and I know the review spot did this, and he was saying about where the sound's coming from. I believe I'm led to believe, from my personal opinion on this, I'm led him to believe that the sound is coming from this front section here. It's sort of like a, it's the amp or something, but actually it may be coming from there, but it's sort of, yeah, I think it's coming from that mouth area, to be honest, because he said it was coming from the top, but I'm pretty sure it's coming from the it's still pretty cool anyway, whatever way you look at it. I think it's really awesome. And I think it is actually, although Kane has a few issues which we'll discuss in that video, I think this is actually worth the money. I'd say 50 to 60, so it is worth the price. I think it is, because not only is it good little size, it's chunky, it's very good detail. I do like it, and the element of the sound being added. So to me, there's no issues with this. And also, you can obviously extend the legs. I don't know why, for some reason, I don't like the leg extension on this. You can have it like that with him higher. But to me, I don't know whether it makes him look skinny or not. I just don't like that look. I just prefer the look of him being just like that, basically. Just the standard front with the legs not extended is just how I pretty much like it. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. And also, yeah, I think the review said about something about adding the element of that baby sound that he makes when he tries to go down the stairs and falls on his backside. But I'm not too bothered about that. I think those 3 sounds are pretty good to add that, and it's actually quite comical and funny as well. I do like Ed, and I'm really glad I've got this. Hopefully it won't be the last Ed I ever get. I'm certainly not going to get the damaged version. I've got this. The only one I'd probably get is the NECA one. Hot Toys probably at this stage out of the question, but if I ever win the lottery, which I pretty much doubt that's going to happen, I'll be definitely getting that straight away. But I think this is probably going to be the one that I'm going to have for quite a while. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it time on this video. Hope you guys enjoy, anyone who's going to watch this, and I would definitely, if anyone hasn't got this, if you have got it, but if you haven't got this and you're thinking of getting one, I definitely would recommend this. If you can't afford the NECA one, definitely get this. The clean version though, don't get the damaged version, but that's just my opinion. Fair enough if you want to get that, but I just get the clean version because it looks pretty cool on display and the sound is pretty cool. and hopefully you won't have the same issue as me with the batteries. But yeah, it's a bit fiddly. If you want me to actually do a tutorial of the battery changing, I can do that if you want. If you need help with that, just let me know. I don't mind doing a tutorial battery change because it's a bit fiddly, but if you need help with that, just let me know. Yeah, so guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe and help support the channel. I've got some other videos planned, and some other videos planned in a few weeks, and some loads of awesome, cool, big plans for Christmas. Really, really cool stuff coming in. And yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon.